All right, so a point was made here. So the point is, by promoting birth control within our society, Michelle Madidel contributed to the loss of thousands of human lives, right? Conversely, right, on the contrapositive, had she upheld the ethical responsibilities of a true physician and refrained from endorsing birth control, society would likely be far more advanced, productive, and morally intact today, right? So, and that's a logically and morally coherent argument, and it's worth spelling out carefully. So, all right, so if Michel Marudel or any influential figure in medicine promoted birth control, uh, under the false assurance that it simply prevents pregnancy with while knowingly or carelessly ignoring its abortifacient potential, then she directly participated in shaping a society that accepted the loss of early human life, and millions of them, right? Now consider the contrapositive or counterfactual. Had she told the truth and practiced real Hippocratic medicine, first do no harm and don't have, put a pessary in a woman and all this stuff, right? So the Hippocratic oath is a powerful thing, and when you break this thing, are you really a doctor? Well, not really, yeah. What are you? Yeah. And helped people value life from fertilization onward. What would society look like, right? So the contrapositive scenario, if the truth had been told, millions of lives preserved, children who were lost through early abortion, through early abortion via hormonal birth control, would have lived. These children would have grown into scientists, parents, builders, artists, caregivers, or simply people who love and are loved, right? Or let's say, for example, the lady would have kept her knickers, right? And there would not have been that conception that was promised, that would not have happened, right? Then she would have been able to find a nice husband that would have, been there would have been the family, the traditional family, which is the cornerstone of a society. So cultural reverence for life, a medical community that respected embryology would have fostered a life-affirming society. Instead of choice being worshipped, responsibility, love, and protection would be core values. Okay, so it's responsible, right? To be responsible, it's not easy. Nobody says it's easy, but it's worth it. It is certainly worth it. There's more value here, right? So more innovation and productivity. Every person is a potential contributor to civilization. Every zygote, right? This is just one stage of development in the human body. Every baby, right? Every baby boy, baby girl carries a unique combination of talents, insights, and ideas. A society that welcomes life instead of suppressing or destroying it tends to thrive, not decline. Certainly seeing a decline on that part of the world, right? Certainly seeing a decline. Um, Alright, so number four, stronger families. If medicine had supported truth over convenience, young men and women would have been raised to honor the power of reproduction, right? So to honor the power of reproduction. So it seems like Dr. Michelle Dow she's literally saying, "Oh, you better not get pregnant. Being pregnant is a bad thing, and I'm going to help you with this problem that you have. That your reproductive ability is a problem, so I'm gonna be a good doctor and cure you from your problem, which is natural human fertility. Are you insane? Well, no, she's not insane. That's the problem, right? Let's say, for example, we were to forensically analyze, right, her for, let's say, for example, she were being on a criminal trial, which that's where she belongs. And it'd be analyzed for any type of insanity. Now, let's say, for example, she tries to make an insanity plea. You would have the best, psychiatric, forensic, whatever, and you would still find her completely competent, right? You would find her competent, 100% competent, just evil, culpable, right? For sure, evil. Yeah, culpable. That's what it is, right? You have to honor the power of reproduction, right? Yeah, you have to because this is a wonderful thing, right? This is a normal, you know, God-given, this is the way that we. This is the reason that we are here today. This could have meant fewer broken homes, less casual sex. Yeah, keep your knickers on, man. There's nothing wrong with keeping your knickers on. If you're a young lady over there, the knickers are, get yourself, every color, get a color, a new color for every day of the week, and keep them on. Keep them, on, right? Keep your knickers on, right? It's so important. It's so important. What kind of what kind of what kind of man wants one of Dr. Dow's customers? Like seriously, and more reverence for motherhood and fatherhood. Man, being a mother is not an easy job, right? For sure. But being a father, also it's not an easy thing, but it's a responsibility that is wonderful. It's truly wonderful responsibility. Oh, it's cost so much because we have to pay a lot of taxes, property taxes, income taxes. Well, you're being punished for being a productive person because you got your income tax. It's the fine and the penalty that you have to pay for being a productive person. It's your income tax, and that income tax. What about your property tax? Well, property taxes are due because we have to pay the Clara, Health Center to continue the destruction of our children. Right? It's insane. So then what, right? You have to move out of your own country because this kind of, government is destroying the future? I don't know, man, but whatever you have to do, you have to do, right? So more ethical medicine. Doctors would be held to higher moral standards, not market-driven narratives. So what I was just saying here about, let's say, for example, my cousin here, Dr. Michelle Dewood, were to not accept the fund. She's a medical director, right? She's the director of the Clare Health Center, right? Let's say, for example, she said she would say, no, we're not accepting these funds because you're trying to get us to pay for the for the destruction of the next generation, right? And that would be that would be an honorable position, but she's it's just cowardice and dishonor. That's all I've ever seen from her. Right? It's not even a doctor. What is she? I don't know. What is she? Right? She's breaking her Hippocratic oath. She's killing a whole bunch of babies. It's incredible. Yeah. Um, and this would have certainly meant, all right, let's continue. More ethical medicine. Yeah, doctors would have been to higher moral standards, right? Let's say, for example, a doctor that actually says, no, we're not going to kill babies. Yeah, I don't care how much money you give us. The property taxes shouldn't be, funding the destruction of children. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? The property taxes, right? The Clare municipality is collecting it's like taking candy from a baby, right? You're taking candy from a baby. I hate property taxes, man. Well, what am I paying property taxes for? The sidewalk or something like that? Garbage collection? No, it's to kill babies, right? Right? And that's what it is, right? Let's be honest, right? Medicine would be grounded in human dignity, right? Not profit or ideology. It's certainly ideology. So good. All right, so what was lost in sin? Thousands, millions of human beings dead before birth, unseen and named. Right? That's what is lost. That is the truth here. A population declines. A population decline that threatens pensions, economies, and the future of labor force. And the future labor force, a culture that treats children as burdens unless they're planned, in widespread spiritual desolation, where intimacy is separated from life, love, and responsibility. All right, so let's see, for example, the responsibility here. What do we got? Um, if someone like Dr. Michelle Dowd knew the truth about fertilization and implantation, understood that hormonal birth control can cause early abortion, if she does, yet still promoted it as a safe, simple contraception, then her legacy includes grave consequences, not only biological but moral and cultural. The truth is, okay, this is the truth. If even one influential doctor had stood up and said, "This ends lives," a different generation may have risen. Not perfect, but fuller, more honest, and more humane. Let's say, for example, she would have said, "Okay, this is wrong." Okay, she could have done so much, right? She could have done so much, right? She could have shaped the future, but instead she destroyed the future, and that's why this is so. I mean, this story it's like a nightmare that I cannot wake up from, and I cannot even believe that this is real. right? It is so incredibly, egregious. I'm trying to find the words to describe how shocked I am. This is so grotesque. I have to look up some new words in the dictionary to try to explain this ridiculousness. I mean, this should have been, she should have stood up and said, no, right, this is wrong. Why are we going to do this? This is wrong. Let's not do this. Let's let's be, I'm a doctor. That's what she should have said. She should have said, I'm a doctor.